Hello, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and we are answering publicly posted questions from abo.com, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. Here we have a question from Dallas, Texas, and it goes a little something like this. What to do about a coworker who makes work miserable? Parentheses, harassment, bullying. Management has done nothing. I've been working at my job for 4 years and made assistant manager. Once I received this position, the other assistant manager on the floor started to treat me different. She refused to assist me or anyone else on the job and allowed her husband to come in and make sexual comments to me and other females, workers, and physically touch me. Wow. No matter how many times he's been told to stop. Eventually, the district manager filed sexual harassment on the husband, and he can't come to the store anymore. But now the wife, who still works there, is worse than ever. She's rude, refuses to do work, tries to get me in trouble at any cost. It's like she can't be touched. My own manager and district manager just seem to give her a slap on the wrist every time she cries about being treated unfairly. I am at my wit's end and ready to just quit, but I really love my job. My district manager and my manager and even HR have done nothing except tell me that she will get written up. But she never does because she starts crying. She is older than me and does her job terribly. Even when she makes a mistake, she tries to blame me for it. Are my only options to leave this job? Everyone seems afraid to say or do anything to her. Okay, so there's not a lot of protections against bullying in the workplace in most states, in most jurisdictions. However, I don't really think you have a situation of just bullying, right? What you actually have, to my mind, is kind of a complex retaliation claim, which certainly would be viable, I think, under federal law, and it may also be viable under state law. You have to check with the local employment attorney about that one. So here's my theory. You've complained about her husband and eventually got her husband removed from the workplace because he was sexually harassing you and others, right? Now she's doing horrible things to you. It sounds like because you stood up to her husband's sexual harassment. Now, I don't know why she would do that. She sounds like a nutcase. But that being said, it doesn't mean it's not a retaliation claim. If she's targeting you because you opposed sexual harassment in the workplace, that is a claim under federal law. Is it a really strong claim? It's kind of complex. It's never ideal to have to explain a complex claim to a jury. But that being said, I think it's a very real claim. I don't think you just have a bullying claim. I think you do have this retaliation claim tied to the sexual harassment you experienced. And I think it's actionable. I really do. And I think you should speak to local employment attorneys about this. Certainly before you go leaving this job, giving up a good job, explore your options. Schedule a couple free consultations with local employment attorneys. See what they say to you. See if they can help. Right? And I think if explained correctly, they're going to look at this and say, yeah, this is actionable. This is viable. This could have legs. This could really turn into some money for you, right? And the goal is, I mean, it sounds like your goal is not to make money on the case, but to leverage the case into getting protected from this other assistant manager, this woman who's attacking you because you stood up to her husband's sexual harassment, right? So I'm going to check the comments on this video because I feel like you may have follow-up questions and I want to make sure I answer those. If you feel this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me to help a lot of people just like you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got to deal with this person. She sounds like a nightmare. Who knows what she's going through with her protecting her husband or retaliating against people who stood up to her husband's sexual harassment. You know, I don't know what's in her head. I don't know what's happening in her life, but it's not your problem. And you don't have to put up with this retaliation. So I think it's time to fight back.